Hey, what's up guys, it is TheBeardedMaestro here, and today we're doing a new series. This series is called A to Z Smite, where basically I go through each of the gods and I'll talk about each of their moves and my personal experience with them during the game. So, first off, what we'll be doing is Agni, the god of fire. So we'll start off with his passive, which is Combustion, which basically is after hitting with 4 basic attacks, Agni will gain a buff. On the next cast of Flame Wave or Rainfire, all enemies hit by those abilities will be additionally set ablaze, taking damage every 0.5 seconds for 3 seconds. His second ability is Noxious Fumes, where Agni summons a cloud of noxious fumes at his ground location, doing damage every second, firing on any of Agni's abilities into the fumes, detonates the gas, stunning all enemies in the radius. His next ability is Flame Wave, where Agni summons a wave of fire in front of him that scorches all enemies in his path, ignites noxious fumes as well as. His third ability is Path of Flames, which means Agni blazes a path forward into a quick dash, leaves flames trailing behind him. Any enemies passing through the flames catches fire and burns them for every 0.5 seconds for 2 seconds. Ignites noxious fumes as well. Agni is immune to the knockback whilst dashing. And finally, my favourite of his moves, Rain of Fire. Every 20 seconds, Agni gains a flaming halo that can be extended to summon a giant meteor at his ground target location. He can summon one in every 0.8 of seconds. This also ignites the noxious fumes and is also one of the most clutchest things I've ever seen in my life. So what we're doing is showing you a quick clip of how clutch this ability is.
Has been slain. Unstoppable! It's your portal! It has been slain.
So I hope you like that little montage of Agni's ultimate. What I'll be doing now is playing the gameplay and talking to you about what items I use on him.
So the first item I like to buy is Vampiric Shroud, because it's quite a cheap little start off thing. It gives you magic power of plus 20, a health of plus 100 and a magic per 5 seconds of plus 5. So it's not too bad of a start off, it helps you out quite a lot, and it's also got a good little passive which is kill an enemy restores 10 health and 10 mana. My second item is always boots. You've always got to buy boots when you play any sort of game like this, whether it is League, Smite, Dota, you have to buy boots, and that's why for Agni I buy the Shoes of Magi, which basically is quite expensive when you actually get the full on upgrade, but it gives you plus 45 on your magic power, plus 10 on your magic penetration and a movement speed of plus 18%. So it's always good because Agni's sort of these gods that likes to move around, likes to get behind people and really dominate them when it comes to the late game. So for the third item, what I usually like to do is I like to be quite ballsy, and I do like to get in the mix of things. So me purchasing the Bancroft Talon is the item for me, because once again it gives you plus 100 of magic power, it gives you life steal as well, plus 12%, and also you gain an additional magic power per 1% of your missing health. So if you was to play sort of a tanky-ish sort of Agni, that would be a very good item for you. But I just do it just because I like to get into the mix of it. I'm not scared to get close to people, and when my health does go down, I just get more dangerous. As you can probably tell from the gameplay that you're seeing as well, is I also like to hold off on the Lost Artifact. I mean, it's a good little item to start off with when you're in the early game, but as time goes on, when you've got a few more items that I've already maxed out, I do like to upgrade to the Rod of Tahuti, which basically gives you 125 more magic power and magic regeneration per 5 of plus 15, and the passive is awesome as well because it gives you magical power, it increases it by 25%. You can't really blame that, because if you could go for Agni, yeah, you can play a tanky-ish Agni, but mainly it's just damage. If you're going to go in there, you may as well go balls to the wall, because how else are you going to play Agni? He's just full on power, it doesn't matter what you do, everything is damage with all his skill sets. first one, second one, third one, fourth one, it's all going to result in damage. There is no buffs, no bollocks like that. So that's why you got to go for damage with him. So the fourth item that I like to build in Agni is the Obsidian Shard. There's many reasons for this, but the main reason is because that when it hits to the late game, people are going to start building a lot of MR, especially those tankier sort of gods as well. So just building that gives you a lot of power, a lot of penetration. I mean, come on, it gives you plus 70 magic power, but the actual passive itself gives you plus 33% on magical penetration. That is a lot of damage when it comes to that. Not a lot of stuff's going to stop that sort of penetration, if you get what I mean. So the last thing that I like to build in Agni is the Spear of Magus, because you've already got the ample amount of magic pen, you've already got the mass amount of magic damage, you've got that shiny shoes that you've always wanted, and just to top it off, since it's hitting that late game, you just need that extra little bit of poke and damage just to capitalise, because when you start poking them with all those sort of damaging abilities that you've all got, there's nothing they could do about it, because the passive of that is when the enemies get hit by it, their magical protection is reduced by 10, an additional 10% for every 5 seconds. So you're really going to hammer down on them whatever. I mean, they got to take you down quick or you're going to absolutely melt their arseholes. And the final item that I usually buy is Sanctuary, which basically is just invulnerable, because at some point you will probably get caught out, especially when it comes to arena battles, because they're always going to try and climb behind you. So it's just that little bit of a safeguard that if you do get caught out, there is that 2-second gap where it may either save you or it will kill you either way. So that's why I buy Sanctuary. So since we're now getting to the end of the video, I thought I'd just have a quick share with you guys of what I actually thought of Agni through the games that I've actually been playing with him. Yes, he's a very good damage champion, especially when you actually get a little combo going on, but he can get caught out very easily, and when that happens there isn't much of an escape for him. Yes, he does have one sort of a lunge attack, but other than that, if you get caught out with that, you're done with. So I do understand why the Smite people, Hi-Rez, actually do give him a hard difficulty, because there are points in the game where you really have to combo someone really hard in order to get a kill, because at some points you can sort of fall off a little bit when it comes to late game, but if you keep piling on the magic damage and magic penetration sort of items, then you'll have no problem at all. So out of a 10 rating of difficulty, I'd give him a 7 out of 10, because he can be quite difficult when it comes to combos, but I'll also give a fun rating as well, what my experience was, and I'll give that a 9 out of 10. So very good scores all round. I do think that you guys should play with him, or at least try him out, because he's a very good god, but there are better out there. So I hope you did enjoy this video, guys, of my first ever A to Z Smite featuring Agni. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I shall see you all next time. Oh, thank fuck for that, finally. Okay, that's good, that's good. We'll do it to the end. Oh, I thought I was going to go into this without no poxy legendaries. Ooh, okay, let's go.